Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good night to those who are watching. Welcome to Cashe Body Shaming that organized by public speaking student from UiTM Kuala Pilah campus. The objective of Cashe, care and share to empathize body shaming is to expose to the public about the empathy of humanity of our society, to aware the audience about the acceptable and respectable of body shaming, also to encourage people to fight against the body shaming norms. Before we meet our honorable panelists today, let's sing the Wawasan Setiap Warga UiTM song and let's assure the recitation of doa together.
Bersatu kita warga UiTM, kita bangsa perkasa, taat dan setiaku untuk negara, penuh semangat wajar. Kita jangan mudah terlupa pengorbanan perjuangan anak bangsa.
A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi washabihi ajmain. Allahumma innaka haqqul azim, innaka sami'un alim, innaka ghafurur rahim. Praise to be Allah, the Lord of the world. Peace and blessing to our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions and those who have followed him now until the judgment day. Ya Allah, we raise our hand and be grateful to His grace and nikmat and infinite on us so that we can live in peaceful and harmony and be able to perform our duty in this world and make our event with your blessing and rahmah. Ya Latif, Ya Rahman, please grant us strength and guidance. Guide us toward peace, successful, excellence and well-being in our life in this world and hereafter. Give us the rightness, and always be obeyed to your command, and avoid all forbiddance, and forgive our wrongdoing, and make us live in your pleasure. Ya Allah, Ya Alim, we pray to you, O Allah, of our salvation and well-being, our leaders, and avert this state and our country from all disaster. Embrace our heart with patience and be preserved in order to face the trial and turbulence. Accept all our works and service properly, and grant our effort as a good deeds to you. Verily, we seek to your protection from all the things that can ruin our ceremony, and all the things that distract us from act of obedience to. We deliver all of our business to you. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.
With me today, the students of Food Technology, Siti Najwa and Haifa Izzati, and also the student of Textile, Nurul Izzah. These three beauties with brain that gonna accompany me for about an hour to share about each of their perspective about the body shaming and behind the awareness of body shaming. Hi guys, welcome to the program. As we know that body shaming still remains as a hot topic in the society. There are always a news or article about the body shaming. And as for our starting for our first session today, can you guys share a little bit about the body shaming? Maybe a definition from your point of views? Or maybe there are incidents that related with the body shaming that you've got through before. Maybe you can share a little bit of it. So I guess we can start. At Siti first.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, to answer this question about what is actually body shaming, for me, body shaming is something an immoral act related to a bullying person and someone mental. Body shaming is when someone talk bad about someone physical or body, like you are too fat, skinny, short, things like that. It just like insult to someone physical. And how this happen is when someone is being judgmental and committing such insult to someone in face-to-face or on social media. So the victim will feel down and start to get insecure with other person. Body shaming is very dangerous and we need to take serious about this issue because it can ruin someone's life. Okay, to answer question 2, I think some people surrounding me also have experienced this. I don't know, because usually people that going through body shaming, they will keep it only to themselves and be silent. But have I experienced body shaming? The answer is yes. I have been through body shaming since when I was a kid until now because I am a fat person. To be honest, no one in this world want to be obesity and overweight person, right? I find difficult on losing my weight. I fail many times on diet. Who said I never try? I always try, but always fail. When I get the body shaming, I feel down, feel useless, sad, depressed, and hate my body. I see everybody is perfect, but not me. So this is the problem that victim will going through after they get the body shaming. So that was the bad story of my life that I have experienced.
Thank you, Siti. So how about Izzah and Haifa? Can you share a little bit for us? I think we can start for Izzah.
Okay, for body shaming is an act of criticizing yourself or others because of some aspect of his or her physical appearance that can lead to various cycle of judgment and criticism. It minimizes it magnifies in so many ways. For example, is by categorizing your own appearance through a judgment or comparison to others, person causing yourself lack of self-esteem. Another example is by condemning and criticizing others' appearance in front of them, like saying with those tights, you are never going to have a date. For answer for question 2, yes, I have a friend that has been body shamed. She told me she had to experience that just because her physique is bigger compared to others around her age. It was a very sad, as people mocking her every day. She didn't want to go to school just because of that, and this is the result of body shaming others whereby it can affect others' self-esteem.
Now it's time for me to explain about body shaming. So, in my perspective, body shaming is about when you shame people about their body or their appearances, and this happen due to a lot of reasons, such as when you like to joke about other people's appearances. Also, it makes you feel good when you insult someone or make jokes about their appearances. For question 2, yes, of course. I think everyone have been experienced body shaming, and for me, this happened back when I was in grade school. So at that time, I was really dark skinned than I am now because I play outside with my siblings every single day, and I was exposed to so much sun. So the result is I was really dark. So some of my friends called me dark, like gelap, hitam. And back then, I don't know. I was body shamed because basically I was just a kid, and what I know is I don't like that kind of title towards me because obviously I am Malay, right? So why should people call me Indian and so on? So when I have grown up, I start to think that maybe they are just joking, but even if they were joking, I still think that that is unacceptable.
All right, thank you guys. What an good sharing that came from you guys for this module. Well, I guess we ended our first module for now, which is mentality, and we will back for our second module, which is the perspective of the society. Stay tuned for the next sharing. Thank you. Welcome back to the second module of Cashe, Care and Share to Empathize, Body Shaming. For this module, we will discuss about the society's perspective regarding the body shaming. To ask a first question for this module, I'm pretty sure that such incident absolutely created a deep mark in your life. How about the mentality of the victim after got into the humiliation? Is it a scare? Is it a hit their figures? Could you share with us?
Okay, as I mentioned just now from my previous answer, body shaming could affect someone's mentality, but sometimes it also affects their mentally and physical goods. So now we focus on the victim mental. How the mentality of victim after they got the humiliation. Firstly, after the victim got the body shaming, they will think first about the humiliation that they face, about the bad word that hurled to them, hurtful words that insult them. The victim will keep thinking about this until their mentality affected. They will feel down, depressed, feel useless, stressed, not confident with their self and their body, and some of them will be insane and becoming suicide. It is because they cannot accept themselves anymore and hate themselves. All of this is the cause of body shaming. Next, as I mentioned just now, there are among the victim of body shaming involved in suicide cases. This happened because they keep thinking about this, and maybe someone that have fat body, for example, stress about this and consume loose weight pills excessively and get overdose. Maybe some of them stress and choose that as their decision. So we can conclude that mentality of victim who had suffered body shaming is badly affected, and with this mentality, it will also lead victim to do something bad. So that's my point.
The mentality of the victim after she or he got into the humiliation, he or she felt worthless and disappointed because of the imperfection that have been said to her or he, and they have to live the lack of self-esteem and feeling less fortunate compared to other people.
Okay. Next, for the mentality of victim, of course, the first thing that the victim would feel is low self-esteem. They feel like they are not good enough, and they are the worst among friends and among in society. The thing is, the victim already have their insecurities. So why should you add more? So this is where you need to be a kind people, and if you have nothing nice to say, then just don't say anything.
All right, thank you for the answer. We knew that the predator obviously had a bad intention towards the victim. My second question is to our honorable panelists: what makes them did the body shaming? What's your guys' opinion for this topic?
Okay, for me, the behavior of person that doing body shaming is firstly they are rude. It is because they just said what they want harshly and using bad words and did not think the effect of it. They categorize as rude because they do humiliation to the victim, such as embarrassing them in public or in personal, and physically demanding the victim. They also rude because they have insult God creation. We must and need to know that every single creation on this world is perfect and beautiful. So for human, don't do body shaming because you will be rude if you did it. And keep in our mind that every human is perfect. Secondly, my prediction about the behavior of person who is doing body shaming is they did not have any sympathy and heartless person. It is because they did not care to someone feeling when do the body shaming. They may think that the victim will be okay to their criticism and think that their humiliation is just kidding, but it's not for the victim. They did not feel what the victim feel. So that is my prediction about the behavior of the person that do the body shaming.
The prediction of the person's behavior of doing this is indirect and inconsiderate of the other's feeling, thereby it may cause others lacking of self-esteem. Besides, He or she may possess the holier than thou characteristic in himself or herself.
Okay, next for the behavior of someone who did body shaming. There are a lot of people and they all have a different behavior. But them didn't take body shaming seriously and feel like it is just a joke. To them, everything is a joke. That's why some of them don't even feel guilty after they body shame people. Um, Even if their intention is joking, that is very bad and obviously they are very insensitive.
Thank you guys. Well, I guess there's no doubt such behavior brings the attitude that can tear other confidence about themselves. Well, I guess we ended our second module too for now, and we will back for our last module, which is the awareness of the body shaming. Please scan the QR code after this as your participation for those who are watching. Thank you and stay tuned. Hi and welcome back to the last module of our program. So for this session, we will share about the awareness of the body shaming. Body shaming is a quite sensitive topic, especially to women. To share about my experience, I had an experience too regarding the body shaming. People keep calling me skinny as I'm so hard to gain weight, and I'm certainly felt down by their comments. But later, I knew that we just have to be ourselves as long as we are healthy and happy. So, my first question in our last module to our honorable panelists, how are we gonna fight about this body shaming issue within the community? How are we gonna to reduce the humiliation in the society. Could you share with us?
As we know, body shaming is a serious case and is committed by many people in community. And this issue is not easy to fight actually. But what we are able to do to fight this issue is we can give awareness to the community about the effect of body shaming and how dangerous this issue. Body shaming can lead mental victim to be stressed, depressed, and adversely affect the victim. Next, in social media, what we can do is we can fight this issue by block the account that do body shaming because they are toxic. As we know, there are many keyboard warriors that use fake account or their account to be toxic to other people, and one of the way is they do the body shaming to other people. So we can just block their account and report it. Besides that, we also can support the victim if body shaming happen and oppose the person that doing it. If they see many people support the victim, they will feel shame because they get condemned by everyone. By this, they know that this behavior is not good and will not do it again.
The body shaming issue within the community may be prevented if we teach our kids in the future to respect others' feelings and physicality despite of what he or she has, because no one in this world is perfect, and the imperfection in life is what makes this life beautiful, because no one can complement each other with the combination of one and another's imperfection.
In my opinion, this problem has been going on for so long, and I don't really think we can fight it because it is all about mentality. And also, we live in a judgmental society, right? But what I do know, the most important thing is to educate and keep educate people about body shaming. We need to make them take this topic seriously. This issue is not something that you can joke about. And because so much people had lost their lives due to this matter, so we need to keep spreading and educate people about body shaming.
I'm totally agree with you guys. We can fight these body shaming issues as long as we have a good supportive system. Last question for me, and as the last words of our honorable panelists today, what is your hope for the future generation? And some last words, if possible, as a closure to our sharing today.
As a responsible person, we need to ensure that this body shaming issue is no longer prevalent in the future. So to prevent future generation face the same thing, we need to teach our children or kids starting today that body shaming is not good and is a wrong act. We need to prove to them that body shaming will destroy someone's self-confidence and someone's life. Besides that, we need to show a good role to them, such as do not despise someone physical, so that when they grow up and become adults, they will follow us because they have been taught since they were kids. So I think this way is effective because we teach them to respect people since their childhood. So for the last word for those who watching this, thank you for joining us and spend your time with us. I really appreciate it. I hope you get something through this program and we will together fight against body shaming. Remember, everyone in this world is perfect and beautiful, and body shaming should not be existed. That's all from me. Thank you.
The awareness of body shaming issue and the effect towards others need to be complemented so that people can respect each other and not to bully others through the body shaming.
For me, I don't think we can really prevent body shaming from happening, as this issue happen no matter what generation you live in, whether in the past, at the present, or in the future. But as I said already, education and awareness about body shaming is very important. And as long as many future generations aware about this topic, this shouldn't be a problem anymore. So for my last word, thank you everyone for watching, and I hope at least you will gain something from this program. Thank you.
Thank you guys for your last word. All that we hope is for the best for the future generation as long as we respect each other's flaws and be confident about ourselves. We already marked the end of our humble sharing today with the last sharing from the panelists. On behalf of our panelists and also myself, we want to say thank you for watching and stay with us until the end of the program. Please fill in the form as your participation. Before you leave, you can watch the video of UiTM di Hatiku Song, Siti Najwa, Nurul Izzah, and Nur Haifa Izzati, and I'm as your moderator today, Athirah of Cashe, Care and Share to Empathize, Body Shaming, signing off. Until we meet again. Thank you, bye, and Assalamualaikum. Bye.